Hey guys and gals, it is your buddies Drew and Ralphie. And we're sorry for the way that we are bringing this video to you, but I am still not ready for anyone to see this eye after they botched up the surgery. So I wanted to do
the mysterious hooded figure.
And of course, bring along the cuteness just for y'all's entertainment. And by cuteness, I am not talking about me. I got a special video for you guys this week. It is about lies in history. 10 lies that we have always believed. We were taught in school many of these. And I wanted to bring them to you so you guys could see. Yeah, well, we all know about the education system today and real history. So, let's get into the 10 lies in history believed to be true. Hope you guys enjoy this. We'll talk a little bit at the end.
Ten lies you were taught about history. They taught you history in school, but what if some of it wasn't true? What if the stories we memorized were just myths? What if the legends we trusted were shaped by propaganda, misunderstanding, or lies told so long ago we forgot they were lies? Today, we set the record straight. This is 10 lies you were taught about history. 1. Napoleon was short. You've heard the joke, Napoleon complex, angry little man. But the truth? Napoleon Bonaparte was around 5'7", maybe 5'6", average height for a Frenchman in his time. The myth came from a confusion between French inches and British inches, and it stuck because it made a great insult. But make no mistake, he wasn't small, he was just enormous in ambition. 2. Cleopatra was Egyptian. She ruled Egypt. She died in Egypt. But Cleopatra, she was Greek, a descendant of Ptolemy I, one of Alexander the Great's generals. She wasn't native. She wasn't even fluent in Egyptian at birth. She chose Egypt, embraced its gods, spoke its language, became its queen. But the blood that ran through her veins wasn't Egyptian, it was Macedonian. 3. Vikings wore horned helmets. The image is everywhere. Horns curving from iron helmets, savage warriors screaming through the snow. But it's pure fantasy. Vikings never wore horned helmets into battle. That idea came from 19th century opera costumes, not archaeology. The truth? Vikings were terrifying, without needing costume design. 4. You can see the Great Wall of China from space. It's a cool thought. A wall so massive it's visible from orbit. But astronauts say, you can't. It's too narrow, and it blends with the terrain. From low orbit, maybe, under perfect light. From the moon? Never. It's a beautiful myth. But the truth is, even greatness disappears at distance. 5. Christopher Columbus discovered America. He never set foot on what we call the United States. He landed in the Caribbean, and there were already people living there. Millions, and centuries before him, Leif Erikson, a Norse explorer, had already reached North America. Columbus opened the door, but he didn't discover the house. 6. The Middle Ages were the Dark Ages. They say it was a time of ignorance, violence, and religious control. But the truth is more complicated. Yes, there was war. Yes, there was plague, but there was also art, science, philosophy, and architecture. The term Dark Ages was created during the Renaissance to make that time look brighter by contrast. History wasn't dark, it was human. 7. Einstein failed math. People say it to inspire struggling students. Even Einstein failed math. But he didn't. In fact, he excelled in math from a young age. The myth came from a misreading of his school transcripts, or perhaps the need to make genius feel relatable. But Einstein wasn't slow. He was ahead of the class. 8. Marie Antoinette said, "Let them eat cake." She didn't. There's no record of her ever saying those words. The quote appeared in books years before she even arrived in France. It became a symbol, a lazy shorthand for privilege, ignorance, royalty gone blind. But real history? More gray than gold. 9. The Salem witches were burned. They were hanged, not burned. 19 women and men were executed in Salem, by rope, not fire. Burning was more common in Europe, but not in New England. One man, Giles Corey, was crushed under stones. The truth is brutal, but different from the myth. 10. The pyramids were built by slaves. We imagine thousands of slaves whipped under the sun, but archaeology tells another story. Skilled workers, well-fed, living in worker villages, buried near the pyramids with honors. Not slaves, but craftsmen, laborers, engineers. The pyramids weren't built by cruelty alone. They were built by a civilization obsessed with eternity. So what does this tell us? That history isn't just about what happened. It's about what we choose to remember. Lies stick because they're easy. But truth? Truth takes work. And maybe that's what makes it worth chasing. Drop your favorite lie below, or one we missed. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more untold stories, because history doesn't repeat itself, it just waits to be rediscovered.
Welcome back. Just a reminder, guys, I will be out in Niles, Michigan at the Niles Renaissance Fair this coming weekend, May 16th and 17th. It's going to be a heck of a time. Of course, I'm coming back my 7th year as head of security, making sure that the vendors, the guests, are all protected and taken care of. You know, the Viking helmet thing we've all heard before. The Columbus thing, been beaten the ground. Why can't history just be told as history? Why do things always have to be tweaked to make it more interesting? To keep people's attention on it? I always found history interesting on its own. The good times, the bad times, the successes, the failures. I don't know. I'll never understand it. But that's all Ralphie and I have got for you guys this week. It's been a heck of a couple weeks. I can't wait till things get back to normal. But until next time, you guys take care of yourselves, take care of each other. God bless you, God love you, we do. And we'll see you out there.